the matter, David?
I'm taking a shortcut before.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the GBD podcast. Of course, I'm Main Billing. I run GBD Reviews. This is Daniel Eng. He runs reviewing, and our joint page, GBD Eng.
Yep.
What have you got for us today, Daniel?
Alright, so me and Aidan are quickly going to react to the nominations for the Golden Globes. Yeah, so we both watched it. We both have, I think, a few thoughts. I definitely have some thoughts about what we just witnessed, so I'll go ahead and read them off as they're listed on the website. So for Best Motion Picture Drama, nominated was The Father, Mank, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, and The Trial of Chicago 7.
Okay. Well, I've seen two of those films, one of which, you made me watch, Mank. I thought Mank was okay, but personally, I want Trial of Chicago 7 to win. I think it probably has like the best chance aside from Nomadland, because you seem to be very high on that film. I have not yet seen it, but I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, it's very surprising. I think the most unexpected one is definitely Promising Young Woman. Critics have been a bit divided about that, and people think its messaging didn't go through as it maybe should have. But I think people are kind of viewing this like Get Out, in that it's a thriller that's around a particular social issue.
Yeah, I thought Get Out was more of like a horror film, though.
It's more of a thriller. Yeah, it's not really supposed to be.
I mean, I don't know. I guess kind of. I think that's kind of what Jordan Peele was going for. But I mean, like, yeah, maybe it's probably a mix of both. It's a bit like Silence of the Lambs in that regard.
Yeah, I would. It's much more like which I think is a thriller. It's more like you can call it a horror thriller. I think it's closer to a thriller. Personally,
I think maybe a horror thriller is probably the better. It has horror elements, but it's not fully a horror film.
I think it's Well, I would put thriller first, but
of course,
horror doesn't sound as good as horror thriller.
No,
The Father is a film that neither of us have seen. I've heard very good. Anthony Hopkins is apparently very good in it. Olivia Colman's very good in it. It's based on a very acclaimed play. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing that for sure. It's apparently some of people's favorites of the last year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd be interested in seeing that. I don't even know where can I stream it? Do you have any idea? Or?
I don't know. I don't think it's released anywhere yet. So.
Okay. Well,
that's why I haven't
nice.
seen it either. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture. We got Viola Davis, Marnie's Black Bottom. Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday. Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman. Frances McDormand, Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. So out of my predictions, I got 4 out of 5 here. The one I didn't predict was Andra Day, because I thought maybe Zendaya would get in, but I think 2 reasons why I think it didn't get in is that the movie is coming out this Friday, so it hasn't even released yet technically to the full public, and I think they probably had some trouble getting out screeners.
Yeah, they've had a few screenings. It's gotten mixed reviews so far, and actually, it was weird. I saw a bootleg copy of a DVD of that film, like on the street one time when I was walking my dog. It was weird. Like, I had literally thought about watching it that day, just saw it on the street. It was the weirdest thing. So, I mean, like, clearly someone's watching it already, but it's supposed to, like you said, it's released on Netflix this Friday. I might check it out. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll probably check it out. Sam Levinson apparently takes shots at critics. I don't know if this like the Hollywood Foreign Press. I think some of them are technically critics. There's only 90 of them. Only 90 people vote for these awards. Not a lot of people. I found that
coincidentally they're all 90 as well.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but like, who knows? Maybe you actually have one living in your neighborhood. That's why you saw the screener. They thought it was so bad they just tossed it out on the street after watching it.
I wouldn't have been surprised because it wasn't a very special DVD case. It looked like it was bootleg. I could have been wrong though. So
yeah, sometimes screeners look close. I think sometimes screeners look close to that because they're not meant for like selling. All right, let's go on to best performance by an actor in a motion picture. I got 4 out of 5 on this one. Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal. Chadwick Boseman, Marnie's Black Bottom. Anthony Hopkins, The Father. Gary Oldman, Mank, and Tahar Rahim, The Mauritanian. So the one I did not expect was Tahar Rahim and Mauritanian. That movie, I think, is still coming out in the near future. I'm not even sure what it's about. I had heard some things that, like, there's some chances it could get nominated, but over Delroy Lindo, this is the award I'm most mad at. Delroy Lindo 100% deserves it. And I mean, technically I haven't seen Tahar Rahim, but I think Delroy Lindo probably deserves it more than even like Gary Oldman, so I can automatically say he definitely should be in this list for me personally.
How was Gary Oldman supporting actor though? I didn't understand that.
This is actor. This is lead.
Oh, I could have sworn you said supporting actor. My fault there, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, you seem to be very high on Delroy Lindo's performance. I have not seen the film yet, unfortunately. Like, I still need to make time for that, but
yeah.
I did see Mank, and honestly, I think everyone did a good job, but you know, I don't know if it was like Golden Globe worthy. You know, it was okay. Yeah. You know, but I'm not surprised they got nominated. I guess you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here's where the shit show starts. Best motion picture for a musical or comedy. We got Borat subsequent movie film. That was expected. I got 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
By the way. Hamilton. I also predicted this. Kind of expected considering how big it is, despite it not really being a movie. We got music. Directed by Sia, the artist, and starring Kate Hudson. This was something I think no one saw coming. No one saw that. Like all the people who were predicting these awards, no one saw this coming. I don't think it's even was listed on Gold Derby, which is like a site where you can like predict the awards. No one saw this coming. It's insane. It doesn't. So far, it doesn't have like as a 28% of Rotten Tomatoes right now. I don't know who they paid off, but clearly Sia paid some people off to get this nomination. That's kind of, I don't know. There's nothing much to say other than that, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go with the next 2. Palm Springs. I also predicted this.
Yeah. Have you seen Palm Springs? Okay, I have. Sorry, actually. I thought it was.
5. My bad. Music song I didn't predict. And then the prom. Yeah. I did predict the prom.
Yeah. Everyone here knows our thoughts about the prom. I mean, like I said, I was too easy on it when the first time I saw it. I regret that because I mean, you know, it's very much a movie that panders, and there's another insulting nomination from this movie that we're gonna get into later that I know you're very upset about. I'm pretty upset about it too, but let's just stick to some positives right now for like some of the other movies. So like Palm Springs, like you haven't seen it yet, have you?
I have seen it. No, I've actually kind of seen it twice. I saw it once, and I kind of saw bits and parts of it in my spare time. But yeah, no, I love that film. It's great.
No, I loved it too. It was hilarious.
Yeah, great film. Yeah, Andy Samberg. Yeah. Love him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I knew he could carry this movie. He does that pretty well. Christy Milioti, who I know from How I Met Your Mother, was actually very good. Yeah, she was a little bit surprising, but I think she had some moments where she definitely overstepped Samberg, which I think rarely I think the only other person who can do that was like Andre Brognon from Brooklyn Nine-Nine as
Andre Braugher.
I don't know how to say people's names.
That's okay.
Yeah,
it's
Captain Holt. But yeah, no, she did a great job. I think she should have gotten a nomination for her acting, but we'll go over that next time. And we already know the prom sucks, so I think we're good to move on. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. We've got Maria Baklava for Borat's subsequent movie film. Kate Hudson for music. Michelle Pfeiffer, French Exit. Rosamund Pike, I Care a Lot. And Anya Taylor-Joy, Emma. So I think this was probably the most unpredictable category. I got 3 out of 5 here. The ones I didn't predict were Kate Hudson for music and Rosamund Pike for I Care a Lot. So there's some very clear snubs here. Like I said, Christy Milioti was maybe not a lock, but definitely was thought of to probably get a nomination. Same with Rashida Jones as well, who from the On the Rocks Apple film by Sofia Coppola got decent critics ratings. Everyone knows who Sofia Coppola is for the most part. But yeah, music, I don't know what happened here, but like I know who Kate Hudson is. She's a pretty good actress. I saw her in Almost Famous. That movie's very good. Won Best Original Screenplay. And she won Best Supporting Actress at the Globes for that as well. So I think I don't know, I guess they just like Kate Hudson a
lot. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I mean, like, I think, I'm actually kind of surprised to see Maria Baklava get nominated. I thought she was good in the film. I didn't expect her to because, like, you know, she's relative unknown. This is, like, her first, like, English language movie that's gotten, like, a wide release. So, I mean... Good for her. More power to her. I thought she was great in the film. It was incredible. I don't know. You've seen Borat's subsequent movie film, right?
I have seen it.
Yes, I think it was hilarious.
For a first-time actor do those kinds of scenes is just so ballsy.
Amazing.
He executes them to you know, Sacha Baron Cohen standards. So
exactly.
For sure she deserves these nominations. Speaking of Sacha Baron Cohen, let's go on to performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. We got Sacha Baron Cohen for Borat, subsequent movie film. James Corden for The Prom. Lin-Manuel Miranda for Hamilton. Dev Patel, The Personal History of David Copperfield, and Andy Samberg for Palm Springs. Let's focus on the good first. Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's great. He's a genius. He deserves this nomination, even though Leslie Odom Jr. Was probably gonna he got it at the Tonys, right? They had him win over Lin. But I think for his name, they definitely put him in here. Sacha Baron Cohen obviously executes Borat very well in the movie, and Andy Samberg, like I said, he's great in Palm Springs.
Exactly, solid.
Dev Patel, I did expect. I did predict that as well. I predicted Leslie Odom Jr. instead of Lin-Manuel Miranda. But then we have James Corden. That I don't know why this is happening.
That doesn't compute.
That doesn't compute for me at all. I get The Prom is getting some hype, but it's even more confusing that on the previous list, the big snub was Meryl Streep for The Prom. Most people expected her to get a nomination for that. And I think I would have much rather have Meryl Streep get nominated than James Corden, for sure.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with her performance in the film. I think she was probably one of the few saving graces in the film, because she kind of embraced the over-the-top nature of it and actually built upon it well. Mm-hmm. But I feel like this film, I think we talked a bit about this. It's I kind of akin it to The Help, right?
Right.
It deals with with a subject matter, that people being oppressed, right? But it simplifies it so much that people who watch it feel good about themselves and feel like they're actually making a difference. When in reality, it skirts over the issue so much, it's insulting to people who are actually dealing with this on a daily basis.
And what's worse is that this was actually made by a gay man. This is a man who should be a very important. Who's
getting it done. I know.
Getting it done, getting this message out, and making films that are good, entertaining about this subject matter, and he just drops the freaking ball, dude.
Yeah. And if anyone's gonna get mad at me for saying this, I'm bi, so go fuck yourself, alright? Respectfully. Alright? I can say what I want about this. Yeah.
Alright, we got Best Motion Picture Animated. I actually got all 5 here. Yay for me.
Oh, nice.
We got The Croods: A New Age. Onward.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. Over the Moon. Soul and Wolfwalkers. So I've talked to you about Wolfwalkers. I love the film. I think you should definitely check it out. We've both seen Soul. We both like Soul. It's Pixar. It's good. That was the most obvious pick. Over the Moon. I saw it on Netflix. It's a solid kids film. The first act is very strong. Some of the songs are good. Second act sucks. Really sucks. The third act's a little bit better. Solid kids flick is what I'd call it for sure. So it gets in here. Onward, it's a little bit better than Over the Moon. Solid movie. Has some heartfelt moments. Definitely not as strong as Soul, I think, overall. The Croods: New Age. They nominated The Croods before, so it kind of makes sense. Nothing a lot of animated movies. Well, not a ton, but a lot of smaller ones didn't come out. Wolfwalkers is the only indie here.
Yeah.
So nothing else.
I'm just thinking though, The Croods: A New Age. I mean, I remember the first one being okay, but I mean, why did it take so long for the sequel to be released? That's what I'm wondering. The first Croods film was released in what, 2012 or something? It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I remember liking it as a kid, but I think even then I just forgot about it.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I didn't even know they were going to make a sequel. I remember them talking about it for a while, but then I just didn't hear anything for ages, and then boom, gets dropped on us on the streaming platform. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got Best Motion Picture for Foreign Language. We got Another Round, Denmark. I think you should see it. You can rent it. La Llorona from Guatemala/France. I don't know what that is. The Life Ahead from Italy. It's on Netflix. It's apparently solid.
All right.
Minari, the USA. I think I've mentioned Minari before. It's my most anticipated film right now as far as the ones that are coming out in the next 3 months. I for sure want to see it. It's stupid that they put it here because it's not a foreign film. It was made in the United States. It's about Americans. And it's Asian American, so I can't wait for. I'm hoping Lia Sek-chan has the balls to roast the Globes for putting them into this category.
I certainly hope so. It's a shame we won't.
Don't deserve to be here. They deserve
exactly.
to get a nomination in drama, picture, and probably screenplay, probably director as well. So
Yeah. As Ricky Gervais once said, the Hollywood foreign press is very racist, so I'm not entirely surprised by that, to be honest.
Except it's supposed to be the foreign press. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Bastards, a movie that's mostly in German and French, still got, motion picture drama. That's even though most of the dialogue's in German. It's like...
Yeah. By that, it doesn't make a lot of sense
Tarantino's
there.
white and American.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, best performance by an actress in a supporting role for any motion picture. We got Glenn Close, Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman, The Father, Jodie Foster, The Mauritanian, Amanda Seyfried, Mank, and Helena Zengel, News of the World. So this is one I only got 3 out of 5 on. I got Glenn Close, Olivia Colman, Amanda Seyfried. No Ellen Bernstein. Ellen Bernstein was very much expected to get nominations. She's even in the talks, has been in the talks for winning the Oscar. She's not here at all. That's a little concerning. Jodie Foster from The Mauritanian. She's a big name. She's in the movie that apparently the Globes liked. Makes some sense. Wasn't expecting it, though. Then we got Helena Zengel, who, I didn't expect that. News of the World hasn't gotten the best critic reviews. Like, Tom Hanks is in it. She apparently, I guess, steals the show. I don't know. It wasn't really expected. People weren't hearing too much about how great she was, but yet she's here.
I gotta say, I mean, the trailers don't do the film a whole lot of justice. I mean, at least from what I've heard. I mean, I don't know what their goal was for marketing, but the trailers made the whole film seem like really boring. I don't know if that was about you. I don't know if that was you too.
I didn't get that reaction personally. I thought
really
the trailer. I kind of like the trailer. I like some of the moments.
Maybe not super boring, but also
the same moments over again in different variations of the trailer. Because I also got in YouTube ads. So I'm not nearly as excited as I once was. I thought it would be maybe Captain Phillips. It's not. It's definitely not Captain Phillips. Apparently, movie made by the same director, also with Tom Hanks. But all right, let's move on to best performance by an actor in a supporting role for any motion picture.
Solid.
We got Sacha Baron Cohen, Trial of Chicago 7. Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Jared Leto, The Little Things, Bill Murray, On the Rocks, and then Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami. So, I've seen 3 of these. Sacha Baron Cohen, we've both seen the Trial of Chicago 7. Yep. I don't know. I think Yahya Abdul-Mateen is personally still my favorite from that movie. His scenes, rewatching his scenes are definitely the most powerful. Sacha Baron Cohen definitely is memorable for things he's definitely more memorable. Jeremy Strong and him are probably the most memorable overall because of their their shenanigans for the judge.
No, I definitely agree.
Kind of stuff and some of his great lines and him taking the stand, all that kind of stuff. So I get that. Yeah. He's been the one who's been campaigned the most alongside because Borat's kind of helped him be more in the talks of movie people. Daniel Kaluuya, when I saw the trailer, I figured this was going to happen. I didn't know if he was going to be lead actor, so I've been predicting him all year. I'm so happy he's getting all the praise for supporting actor because I feel like I predicted this a while ago. Because that trailer, oh man, it looks amazing. So I think he's going to win, and I think he'll probably win the Oscar as well.
Yeah.
Jared Leto, The Little Things. Little Things just released on HBO/Cineplex. If you can rent out. I'm not going to rent it on Cineplex. It's not worth $27 from what I've heard. Apparently, what I've seen, people don't really like this film. But I went on Gold Derby. It's being there was a 4-year consideration thing, and they put Jared Leto as a whole different thing. It's yeah. You saw that quote I just sent you though from the movie. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I did.
It doesn't really have good telling. I think no one was predicting this. This is almost as unexpected as music as far as predictions go. I don't know. I don't know if I can specifically complain about the performance because I haven't seen it, but I don't know if it's going to be that good. Bill Murray for On the Rocks. I think he carries that movie. You haven't seen it.
No, I've not seen On the Rocks. What's that about?
It's about a woman who thinks her husband's cheating on her, so her dad, that's Bill Murray, wants her to come with him on an investigation to find out if
wait. I kept seeing ads for this. I have Apple. That's Apple TV, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I should check that out. Actually, I have that.
Yeah. It's a good film. It's a solid film. Some of the cinematography looks very nice. Bill Murray's he's good. He carries the movie. He's the reason why I went through the whole thing personally. Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami. He's definitely the standout, other than Kingsley Ben-Adir, who I think is definitely the best actor in that movie. He's really good, even though he's not the most lead. I think he's still very good. But Lazy Adam Jr. with his song, it's definitely the most memorable out of. He's the next most memorable, and him being campaign supporting among a weaker supporting crew definitely makes sense for him to get in here.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Best director for motion picture, we got Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman, David Fincher, Mank, Regina King, One Night in Miami, Aaron Sorkin, The Trial of Chicago 7, Chloe Zhao, Nomadland. So, pretty expected.
I know where you stand on this. I'm sure you want Chloe Zhao to win. For me, I think it's Aaron Sorkin is for me, to be honest.
Director win. I think Fincher probably is a better director overall in the movie. I think the his own screenplay is like better than Mank and stuff, but I don't think the director.
Yeah, I know, but like I think I don't know. To be honest, I found Trial of Chicago 7 to be executed a little bit better than Mank, but I mean, like obviously we have differing opinions. I think it's good to get a couple points of view on this, right? But I mean, I wish your film the best. I mean, like I still need to see that. I just gotta. Where can I stream that? Do you know? Like, and for the audience, whoever else wants to see it.
Yet. Again, like Minari hasn't released to the public yet. I saw it at TIFF. That's one reason I get to see. I kind of saw the premiere of it, so I wanted to win everything. It would also be great to see an Asian woman take home all these awards. I'm here for that.
Of course.
Emerald Fennell's also a very interesting pick. We got 3 women in this category. I think that's probably the first time ever. Don't quote me on that. I don't know that for sure. That hasn't been the statistic that has been proven. But it's very interesting to see all these great women here. They're all solid movies. I think One Night in Miami is personally the weakest out of this bunch. Promising Young Woman, again, a social thriller. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if her direction's the strongest part of the movie personally, but it definitely has a unique voice and unique kind of style. I kind of call it the feminist 7 in some ways. I think you're kind of put in the shoes of like a John Doe character. I think it definitely does the thriller part very well. I think you should definitely check that out. So I'm happy to see her here. The big snub here is Spike Lee. No Defy Blood's love here. Yeah. I personally love that film. It's one of my top 10 films of the past year. I loved every part of it, especially loved Delroy Lindo's performance again. That's the most part I'm mad at. And I can get Spike Lee being snubbed here. It's a little more unexpected, but clearly the Golden Globes loved Promising Young Woman.
It is a shame though, because I feel like Spike Lee has not gotten a lot of love from award ceremonies in the past. Sure. Like it took him only up until 2018 to get his first Oscar win, and I think that's ridiculous because he's made some groundbreaking, fantastic films well before that. And I don't know,
for sure.
I don't know what that has to do with, but like he needs more love in the award ceremony. He's one of the best working directors today, and probably of all time, in my opinion. But I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, no, all of his movies I've seen, I love. I know some of his other work has not been nearly as loved as the things I've seen, but I'm looking forward to checking out some of those, specifically Malcolm X. All right, best screenplay for motion picture, we got Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman, Jack Fincher, Mank, Aaron Sorkin, The Trial of Chicago 7, Florian Zeller and Christopher Hampton for The Father, and Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. Pretty expected list. I thought maybe One Night in Miami might get in there for because it very much relies on its screenplay being a play and talking about important social issues. But apparently The Father is just the better play, I guess. I think that's the one that kind of snubbed it out. Again, clearly they love Promising Young Woman. Not too surprised at that. I got 4 out of 5. The only one I didn't predict was The Father. Mank, The Trial of Chicago 7, Nomadland have seemed like the front runners for the awards for almost all these award ceremonies coming up. And so it's good to see Chloe Zhao getting the Nomadland nomination though, because I think people are more skeptical of her chances of winning screenplay. I think they're very good because the adapted screenplay isn't too competitive, other than The Father and One Night in Miami. Moretti's Black Bottom is a movie that actually we haven't touched on too much. It did get its actor nominations and actress nominations that were expected, but did not get anything else. Did not get screenplay. Did not get director. That was less of a chance, but also did not get motion picture. A little more surprising. So.
I mean, like you, I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought it was pretty fantastic movie, especially with the beautiful send-off performance for Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
like that's
definitely the best part.
That's one of the
locking him in.
Probably one of the best performances I've seen ever. To be honest, he was just so in the role. He was so committed. I loved every minute of his performance, and it's a shame that we've lost him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm locking him in for Best Actor. And
also, he should definitely win that.
Yeah, so my two locks right now, I think, as far as acting goes, is the 2 actor categories. Leading actor, Chadwick's locked pretty much. Daniel Kaluuya is very close to a lock for a win for me, but we'll see how other things go. Best score, motion picture. This is quick. Alexander Desplat, The Midnight Sky. Ludwig Göransson, Tenet. James Newton Howard, News of the World. Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross for Mank. Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and John Batiste for Soul. Many people expect Soul to win. You had the God nomination.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I think Minari was something that people thought might get in for score. There's one other thing I can't remember what.
I mean, I think it's got to be Soul. To be honest, I mean, I think probably the main contenders for me are probably Soul and Tenet. I don't know if you've heard the Tenet score, but
I've heard the Tenet score. I've watched Tenet.
Ludwig Göransson again, right?
He's very good.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It perfectly fits with like the theme of the movie. Like it feels very futuristic, but also has like elements of hip hop, as well as classical music. And I love that about Ludwig Göransson as a composer. He really knows how to blend all these elements in and make a truly engaging score.
That is truly his goal. I think is to mash up things try to create unique scores. And I think Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross definitely do that. Mank is a little more of a standard score, which is why I don't think it's nearly closer to the standout that Soul is.
Yeah, of
combining
course.
its jazz with its ethereal new world kind of music with the Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross's signature electronica style of score music, I think is very good.
No, I agree. I feel like that one's probably more likely to win.
I would say that Tenet is maybe the most listenable score out of all of these by itself. I've listened to it multiple times. I love some of the soundtracks from it. It's very good. Last category, we got Best Original Song for Motion Picture. We got Fight for You from Judas and the Black Messiah. Hear My Voice from The Trials of Chicago 7. Scene from The Life Ahead. Speak Now from One Night in Miami. And Tigress and Tweed from The United States versus Billie Holiday. Yeah, probably the most.
I actually haven't heard any of these songs. I'm surprised that none of them are getting really airplay. You know?
Yeah, these songs usually don't. To be honest, I
don't know why that is.
There are like obviously things like "Shallow" from A Star Is Born. That kind of stuff gets played because
I Will Always Love You. Can't forget that one.
That thing gets played a lot. But this is definitely one that isn't really like any mainstream songs. Because most of them serve the purpose of their movie for the most part.
Yeah.
And aren't really made by people who are like particular like famous artists, so I don't think these will be as impactful. My prediction right now would be Leslie Odom Jr. winning for Speak Now. I don't think he'll get the supporting actor win, so I think the Oscars and probably the Golden Globes will want to give him the win for his work on the song.
All right, sounds good. Sweet.
All right. I'll quickly go over some of the TV stuff real quick. We got The Mandalorian for Best Drama. That's cool, I guess. You haven't seen The Mandalorian?
Look at me, Daniel.
Yeah, you definitely have. All right.
Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. Of course, I've seen that show. Fucking loved it. It was, you know what? I will admit, not a perfect show, but at the end of the day, it's just so much fun, and it's just some of the best Disney Star Wars. It's a great way to repay the fans after the atrocity that was the Last Jedi. Not Rise of Skywalker. I mean, I should have said that. I don't know why I said Last Jedi.
Worse than
fucking horrible. Really made me mad. But let's move on. I don't want to get too much into that anymore.
Best TV anthology series. We got Small Axe. I need you to watch Small Axe. Have you watched any of it yet?
I promise I will. It's on my list.
Queen's Gambit. Have you seen Queen's Gambit?
No, I've not seen Queen's Gambit. Everyone in my family has though, so I mean, I'm sure it's.
Yeah, my parents have watched it, so that's how you know, this is something everyone's watched. Anya Taylor-Joy, The Queen's Gambit, so she got a nomination for her acting. Bob Odenkirk got a nomination for Best Actor in a Drama Picture. Have you seen for Better Call Saul? Have you seen any of that?
I've seen a little bit of it, but I mean, I also watched more of Breaking Bad as well. That's kind of where I first saw him. But I actually am excited for Bob Odenkirk's I don't know if you saw the trailer. It's kind of like John Wick meets middle-aged dad. You know? I heard about it. Yeah, I personally love him in the show. I think the show is very good. I
think I might like it better than Breaking Bad. I don't know. I haven't seen how entirety of Breaking Bad, so we'll see. That seems like a pretty controversial statement, but
Well, man, that's our opinion, man. You do you know.
Yeah. And I think that's all the nominations we had for the Golden Globes. That's all our thoughts on it. We'll probably do a few more reactions, definitely for the Oscars, maybe a couple of the other award ceremonies leading up to them. Very interesting. James Corden, go fuck yourself. And this is going to be the end.
Wow, that's tough, bro. You're going to do personal attacks now? Jeez, he's just a human. All right, but, it's fine. In all fairness,
Also, Ryan Murphy, don't do that again. Do something else.
Yes,
I'm
please.
Giving you one more chance, and then I'm not watching anything you ever make again. This has been the GBing podcast reacking to the Golden
We are
Globe
changing the name.
We are changing the name soon.
It's happening very soon, this weekend.
We're gonna do it this weekend. It's gonna happen.
Hash it out.
By the time this comes out, it probably will have changed. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts on the nominations. Are we stupid? Did we say some stuff that should not have been ever said about film? Make sure to let us know. Like this video, subscribe. Make sure to go follow Aidan at GVD Reviews on Instagram. Make sure to go subscribe to my channel, Reviewing on YouTube, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Easy.